we discussed, inflation was at 70%. But imagine a scenario where there was no central bank action, there was central bank inaction, or the central bank did not take measures to arrest this increase in inflation. So we would have moved to a hyperinflation episode if by any chance that happened. If by any chance that high level of inflation continued, or we were in a hyperinflation scenario, that would actually mean cost of living would have continued to go up massively. For example, when you look at the IMF data available with the World Economic Outlook, out of the 190 countries, I think if you take the period from 1980 to 2000 thus far, there have been 60 countries with inflation rates of 50% for at least 1 year. And out of those, I think only 12 countries have been able to bring inflation down to single digits within 1 year. In most of the other countries, inflation at higher rates, at accelerating rates, they have continued. The best examples are Venezuela and Zimbabwe. In Venezuela, inflation rate was 130,000%. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, in Zimbabwe, at one point, inflation rate was 79.6 million%. Again, please excuse me if my numbers are wrong, but this is what I remember. So imagine a situation in Sri Lanka, where would we have been if that kind of inflation was present. But luckily, I think the right decisions were made in 2022. Policy rates were doubled in April 2022, and of course, several other adjustments were made, and those actually helped arrest this rising inflation. And within 10 months of that peak of 70%, we were able to bring down inflation to single-digit levels. But with this 70% inflation, of course, cost of living went up. So the prices that we are facing today are much higher than the prices that we faced in before this high inflation episode. Will they ever come down drastically? I do not think so. So what should happen is gradually, when the economy expands, when the economy recovers, the income levels should gradually go up. And I think I think the entire country is waiting for that process to happen.
Also, very quickly, I know